We're broadcasting live, and this is so exciting. One of my favorite places, not just at Christkindlmarket, but in Aurora. I know that my friends and I, my family and I, try to visit it every year. Wurst Kitchen, and it's family owned and operated. Wolfgang is standing right next to us. I feel like I'm standing next to royalty.
That's right.
Tell me about it being like a family business.
Everybody pitches in. I've been there since I was 8 years old. I would be putting brats on buns down at the farmers market in Aurora here, and now we're doing the same thing here. We make over 90 different types of sausages and smoked meats right here in Aurora. People come from all over the place. A lot of Illinois expats, so to speak, come back and they pick up a giant box and they freeze it and take it home with them. And it's just.
That's awesome. So you've been doing this since you were 8 years old. So you've been doing this at least 4 or 5 years, right? 4 or 5 years, yeah. That's right. I got to butter you up a little bit, but one of the questions I have for you is, what is your number one sausage? What's the number one thing that people wait in line and want to get from you right away?
So it's honestly a toss-up between the originals and the kickers. They sell neck and neck. The kickers are an Aurora favorite. They're a little bit spicy, a lot of flavor. They're really good. And then an original German brat, I have the recipe upstairs. It's on a typewritten page. It came over on the boat. It's a classic.
That's actually something that I know that you guys do. I think that's crazy that you still, in the upstairs of Wurst Kitchen, have like typed out ingredients, typed out recipes.
Oh yeah, it's on like old typewriter pages. I got a couple laminated because they're starting to get really yellow there, but we do have them still, and we still go off of those.
I know also one of the cool things that I think a lot of people would appreciate is that there's no fillers, no preservatives or anything like that. How do you guys kind of mess with new recipes? And because I know there's been new things, like I know there's a pineapple brat and a Reuben brat. So there's new things that have come and gone through the menu. How do you guys kind of test those spices?
So what happens is somebody will have something to eat and they'll think this will go really good in a sausage. So my coworker Gus, he had a pineapple jalapeno pizza one time and he thought we can make a sausage out of this. So we bring it back and we play with it. It goes through several batches before we really get it dialed in. But it's just taste testing. That's all you got to do.
How do you become a taste tester? Is there some type of
for a job?
Auditorium? Audition or something? That sounds pretty good.
We make little batches and then everybody gets a little bit that comes home with them, and then we get reviews coming back. So stop in and ask sometime.
I mean, aside from the sausages too, there's other things that you guys have on the store shelves, right? Like mustards and mixes and...
Yes. So we do a lot of sauerkrauts, a lot of pickled things. We also have some cold cuts there. Like we do make beer salami and bologna as well. Summer sausage is a big one. We always have summer sausage in our case. It's not quite a grocery store. We don't have a giant selection, but it's anything that complements the sausages.
Before we wrap up, let's talk a little bit about what it means to be here at Kindlemarket and how this being here part of this event has really added to the success of your shop.
Oh, that's really easy. We're 5 minutes away from here, so anybody who comes up and they say, "Oh, this is the best sausage I've ever had," or "This is so great," I'll give them a business card and they can swing on over. Last year, I saw sales of our Christkindlmarket, which is a cheesy smoked sausage that has Swiss cheese, bacon, and garlic in it. That sales skyrocketed at the shop because we were selling it down here. So it's really close. It's an Aurora thing.
So here at your shop, which we're standing right by their little booth here, what are you guys selling here? What can people purchase here?
We have our original bratwursts, our kicker bratwursts, obviously, and our Christkindlmarket, all ready to eat. We also have schnitzel, which is a breaded pork tenderloin. Delicious. It's fried and it's really good. We serve that on a hamburger bun.
I feel like we should be able to try everything.
I think so.
For free, and if we don't get it for free, this is my boss's coat, and he left money in the pocket. And I think that means that we get to... He's actually buying us food and drink all afternoon.
Well, we want to thank you for being one of the most famous booths here, for agreeing to get interviewed by us. Thank you on behalf of Aurora for being in the community for so long, and we frequent your place a lot, so thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys. It's an honor to be here.
Wurst Kitchen, where exactly? Let's give your address and your website.
638 2nd Avenue, Aurora, Illinois, and it's wurstkitchen.com, WURST, wurstkitchen.com.
Yeah, they're not the worst, but they are the worst.